Alright, hello everyone. We are live, I believe. Okay. This match is gonna be a little bit different. Also, Kerry, I'm gonna send you the scrambles on my own, so there's no queuing time. Alright, so let me just read what I have prepared here. So, this match is partially live. Due to heavy scheduling restraints, Martin's solves were pre-recorded, and the times were not revealed to Kerry, who is our competitor today, or any of the other competitors or organizers of the Clock Cup. Kerry will still complete his solves live, while Martin's are played on a pre-recorded video. The video will be made public after the match is over. Kerry will receive the same scrambles as Martin, and the 30-minute time limit still applies. So, that's that. These are T-Noodle scrambles on a PDF. So, Kerry, I'm actually going to send you those scrambles right now. Just give me one moment. So, I'm going to send those scrambles to Kerry. I'm going to try not to leak anything. Let's see here. Let me find. Okay. Cool. So can you just download that? The list of scrambles is going to be on there, but I trust you not to take advantage of that. Alright, so we're back. Let's see now. We have 8 votes here. If we're looking at the margins, it is 75% Kerry and 25% Martin. So that's going to be interesting. So, Kerry, do you have the scrambles opened?
I got the scrambles open.
Alright, let me just give some context before we start here. So, Martins are going to be played on, Assaults are going to be played on this video, and here are the current standings right now. The match we see here is going to be Kerry over here versus Martin over here. Kerry is in the lead with 3 points, or one of our currently qualifying competitors with 3 points, and Martin currently has 0 points, so he's really looking for that win right now. Also, something important to note, Caleb is the only competitor to have qualified for the Clock Cup currently, and also I believe his spot in first place is secure, as no one here can get to 15 and level it out to the level he has right now. So, okay, let's go back to Kerry here. And since Martin is not here, the coin toss is kind of, I guess, out of the question. So, Kerry, would you prefer to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right, cool. You're gonna go first. Just scramble your clock, and I guess once you're ready, time will begin. Alright, we're gonna start here.
Okay.
Alright. Kerry's starting off here. Okay, as soon as he starts inspecting, that's when time begins. Kerry's looking at this pretty hard. I believe there's 2 adjacent cases, and that is it. Time has started. That looked pretty solid. That is a 389. Let's see if Martin can beat that. Alright, so we're gonna go to Martin here. Let's see, let's check it out. Okay, that looks fast. Oh, but there was a lockup and on both sides, so that's not going to be great. That's a 632 from Martin right there. So currently, Kerry has gained 1 point. Kerry may move on to the next scramble. Also, just so you know, extras do not count in this. There's extras on there. Ignore them.
Okay.
Okay. So, Martin's gonna go first. Let's see what Martin gets here. Martin's just fixing his cover there. Alright, Martin is starting. Wow, this looks pretty lucky. I think there's an adjacent edge case. Oh, that was a fast cross. Oh, wow. That had potential, but it seemed to be a little bit slow for Martin. That is a solved clock, and that's a 461. The time to beat is 461. So, Kerry, whenever you're ready, you may start. Alright, Kerry's inspecting here. See what he gets. Alright, that was a fast cross once again. And it looks to be alright. This clock is solved. That's a 496 though. Martin takes a point here. So it is currently even right now at 1-1. You may move on to the next scramble. And Kerry will be starting with this one. Alright. See how this goes. There's an adjacent case on one side, and then on the other side there might be something else that we haven't seen. Kerry's looking at the scramble pretty hard. There's a corner skip on the other side. Let's see how this goes. First side looks alright. The second side might have saved it. I'm not sure. That is a 533 though. Let's see how Martin does here. The time to beat is a 533. Okay, Martin is inspecting. Looking long and hard. I think he's opting to go for the edge skip in the back. That flip looked pretty sketchy, but I think that was sub 533. That is a solved clock, and that is a 440. Okay, so Martin takes that point. Kerry, you may move on to the next scramble. The current score right now is 2-1. Okay, so Martin's gonna go first here. Well, quote unquote first. Let's see how Martin does here. Okay, so starting. Alright, he's going for it. Oh wow, that looks smooth. That is a 426 from Martin there. Let's see how Kerry does on this scramble. The scramble didn't look all that bad, so we're gonna see how that goes. Alright, opting to go for a corner skip in the back. Oh, I saw that. That misturn in the back there. That is, I believe, a 602. Okay. So that is a point for Martin there. Wow. Alright, Kerry, you may move on to the next scramble. Alright, I think this is really important because this match is kind of neck and neck. But the thing is that both competitors need to win this, especially Martin, because Martin has no points, and Kerry at least has 3 against Oliver. But he might not win his next solve against Chambers, or his next match against Chambers, and that would ultimately eliminate him from the group stage. So we're gonna see how this goes. Alright. Kerry here is starting. He's going fast, but it might be at a cost. I think that was a high 4, low 5, if I had to guess. That's a 531. Alright, not great news here. Let's see how Martin deals with this situation. Okay. Martin's starting. Let's see how this goes. Nothing really important to note on these scrambles, but at least from what it looks like. That looks pretty solid. That's a 464. It's going to beat Kerry here. That is a 1-4 lead in favor of Martin. Kerry, you may move on to the next scramble. All right. Wow. Martin's gonna go first here on the next solve, so just be mindful of that. Okay. So let's see how Martin does here. Martin's taking his time. I think he really likes how he's doing right now. If I had to imagine, he's probably very happy with his performance. Okay. Looks the lockups though. The lockups, that's rough. That's a 552, and I believe that is a salt clock. That is correct. So let's see how Kerry deals with this. He's searching for his second point. All right. Let's see here. Okay, Kerry's starting. And, okay. Let's see how that looks. That is a 470. Alright, that is Kerry's second point, I believe, if I am not mistaken. So. Alright. So, Kerry's going to start scrambling here. Alright. Okay. Kerry is starting here. Let's see. That was a fast first side, but the corners looked a little sluggish. It's a 413 though. Let's see how Martin does here on this solve. The time to beat is 413. Okay, Martin's treading with this carefully. He's taking his time. That is probably just barely 15 seconds inspection. Wow, okay. 413 was the time to beat. That is a solved clock. Let's see what it looks like. That is a 470. Or 4... Yes, that's a 470, I believe. So, Kerry takes a much needed point here. 3-4. Kerry may move on to the next scramble. Alright.
This is the third scramble of scramble set B. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, yeah. Whenever you're... Okay, whenever... Oh yeah, we're waiting for Martin here. Okay. So Martin is taking his time once again. Alright. Let's see here. Martin's going, and let's see. He takes the pause a little bit. 435. Wow. Alright. Martin is doing very good here. I'm gonna check if that was a salt clock. That is a salt clock. So, Kerry, you may begin once you are ready. Alright. Let's see. What is Kerry gonna do here? Okay, he's going fast. But is it gonna beat what Martin got here? This is a 495. I don't think that cuts it. Yeah, that is going to be Martin's 5th point here. So already Martin lost by 10 points, but right now he seems to be at the point where he was before. So this is going to be extremely interesting to watch. Alright. So if I'm not mistaken, this should be... Alright. Whenever you're ready, you can begin. Okay. Yes, this is the correct scramble. Kerry really needs to ramp it up here if he wants to win against Martin. Martin seems to be doing very good right now. So... And it's showing in his turning, the dedication Kerry has to this solve. That might be a low 4 or high. That is a 460. Okay. The TPS made it look a lot faster. Let's see how Martin does here. Kerry, what was the time on that?
That was 460.
460. Okay. That is the time to beat. 460. Okay, that looks like a little bit of a lockup. Oh, yeah, that was a lockup. It's not going to be a 460, though. That is a 602. So that is a much needed point for Kerry there. As we, as Kerry gets 4-5 in Martin's favor. Kerry, you may begin scrambling whenever you're ready. Alright, we're going to move on to Martin here. Okay, let's see what Martin does. Also very interested. He's using a left-hand mouse. Okay. Let's see what Martin does with this scramble. Seems to be doing very good. The lockup was a little costly, but that is a 434. Wow, these are consistent sub-4s he's pumping out right now. Let's see how Kerry does, if he can either even this out or let Martin get his 6th point, which would be his best performance in the Clock Cup so far. Okay, let's see here. Alright, Kerry's going. And I don't think that's going to beat a 434. That looks like a mid to a high 4 if I had to guess. Or no, sorry, that is a 413. Is that correct? Is that okay? Is that a 413? Okay, that is a 4.13. Great. So that will even out the score here to 5-5. This could end up in a draw, just so that you the viewers are aware. Okay. Kerry, is this the first scramble of Scramble Set C?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good. Alright. I believe you are going first. Okay. Martin is scrambled in my end, so. Alright, let's see here. What does this look like? Alright. That looked pretty smooth. Let's see what that gives us here. That is a 448. Okay. Let's see if Martin can beat that here. That is not that hard for Martin to beat, but of course there might be a slip up here, so we're going to see what happens. Okay, those corners didn't look as good as he wanted it. It's a 5. So that means that Kerry takes the lead. This is a much needed point for Kerry if he wants to have the chance of winning. We're probably going to add about 3 minutes of stoppage time at this point.
Do I scramble? Or...
Oh, yeah, you scramble. Yeah.
Alright, wait.
Okay. So, Martin is scrambling on my end. Kerry, whenever you're ready, you can begin. Alright. I already see that this scramble looks very good, so we're gonna see how this goes for both competitors. Kerry's taking his time. He's opting to go for the lucky case in the back, and okay. Let's see what that looks like there. That is going to be a 354. Alright, let's see how Martin does here. Can Martin beat that? Okay. Martin's looking at that lucky case right there. He's opting to go for it in the back. Okay, let's see. That is not that. Is that going to beat a 354? It's a 408. It was a nice try, but Kerry here takes a much needed 7th point. You can go on to the next scramble. Alright. Let's see here. I'm going to just wait for Martin to scramble. 1 second. Okay. So Martin is currently inspecting. Another lucky case, I can see. Alright. Opted to go for it in the front. That was a fast cross. Oh my. Oh wow. Let's see what that was. That was a 333 from Martin there. Wow. Okay, the clock is solved. Let's see how Kerry deals with that. That is one of the best solves in the Clock Cup so far. That is, I believe, Martin's personal record here in the Clock Cup, if I'm not mistaken. Or there might have been something better in the Jacob match that I was not there for. So, opting to go for the lucky case in the front. Oh no, and the misturn. The misturn. That is rough. That is probably not going to be a 3. That's going to be a 5. Alright. That is a point for Martin. Kerry, this is going to be your last solve before we go into a potential halftime break.
Alright.
Okay. So I'm going to stop the clock here. And we're going to see how Kerry does. Alright. Kerry's started here. Alright, let's see. He's taking his time looking at the scramble. Alright, that was a fast first side. Oh, okay. Interesting stop there. But that was very good to say the least. That was a 362. Okay, that's a 362. Let's look at how Martin does here. Oh wow. Okay. That there were a lot of misturns there. But okay, that is a 470. Kerry takes that point. So that is 8-6. Kerry, would you like to go into a halftime break? It's basically up to you.
Let's just keep going.
Let's just keep going. Okay, I'm just gonna verify here for a second that we're caught up on the scrambles, hopefully. Kerry, what scramble are you on? Wait, are you on... Kerry, what scramble are you on? Oh, wait, I can't hear you. 1 second. Oh, you're muted, actually.
Oh, sorry, I'm muted. I'm on the last scramble of set C.
Good. Okay, that was the scramble that Martin got to. All right. So we're going to keep going. You can start scrambling. And time will start once... Actually, no. Time starts when I start Martin's solve. Okay, so you're going second. All right, let's look at this. All right, I have set the timer to 15 minutes. Martin is scrambling. Okay. Martin is starting his inspection. This looks to be an interesting scramble. Alright, and time has started here at the second half. Those corners looked sad, but that's still a 480. Let's see how Kerry deals with that. Alright. So, Kerry's opting to go for the lucky case in the back. And that is probably going to be a 480 or 70. It's probably going to be... That's a 389. Okay. That is 9 points for Kerry. This is going to be much needed for his ultimate, just sort of, if he wants to even win this match. Alright, you may move on to the next scramble. Okay, so Kerry's going to be starting here. Let's see how he does. Alright, he's looking at it for quite a while. Okay, that looked fast. Let's see what that was. That was a 401. Wow, okay, that was a 401 there. Let's look at what Martin gets here. The time to beat is a 401. Okay. Martin's solving that lockup though. The second side, just sort of check there. That's a 557. That's a 5. So that will be a point for Kerry. Alright, Kerry, you may move on to the next scramble. This match is an interesting one, actually. Kerry has achieved double digits at this point, so I'm going to talk about it more when... see what happens. Alright, I'm going to turn on Martin's solves here. Okay. Martin's solving. Or Martin's inspecting, I should say. Alright. That was a lockup. Pretty brutal lockup, to say the least. He seems to be very confused by that, though. 516. Let's see if Kerry can beat a 516. He's looking for his 11th point right now. This is interesting. I think Kerry's bringing back the momentum here. It looked pretty close at the end, but honestly, I think we're starting to see the odds tilt a little bit more towards Kerry's side here. Alright. Okay. Actually, that might not be a low 5. That is going to be a... No, sorry, that's a 484. That did beat the 5. That is going to be 11-6 in Kerry's favor. Kerry, maybe move on to the next scramble. Martin's also scrambling here on my side here. Kerry needs 4 more points to win. Martin needs 9. So, just so you know the magnitude of the match. Okay. Kerry, I believe you're going first, so... Alright, Kerry's starting here. Okay. And, alright. Oh, wow, okay, that was an interesting stop, but I believe that is a solved clock. That's a 389 once again. I believe that's happened multiple times throughout this match. We're going to see how Martin does here. Martin's looking closely. Going for the edge case in the front, maybe? Maybe in the back? Let's see. Still looking at it. Alright. Oh. Okay, that was not good. I think Martin's starting to lose his momentum here. That's a 544. Wasn't going to be very close to a... very close anyway, but... It's a solved clock. And yeah, Kerry may move on to the next scramble. I'm going to see how Martin does here. Remember, Kerry only needs 3 more points to win. Martin needs a grand total of 9, assuming that Kerry doesn't get to those 3 points, so he only has a margin of error of 2 in that case. Oh, wow. Okay. The lockups were bad, but it's still a 444. So let's see if Kerry can take advantage of the lockups there that Martin had. Okay, we have 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. I'm pretty sure that Kerry can pull off a win, but, you know, it's not that safe. Oh. Okay, that is definitely not going to beat a 444. I'm pretty sure that was a 6 if I had to guess. Or 7. Okay, that is a much needed point for Martin here. I think Martin here might virtually trying to be stalling for a draw. Just let's see if his momentum, if he can regain his momentum here. All right, Kerry can start whenever he wants to. All right, Kerry here is starting. Let's see it. Okay, he's going fast, but fast enough. That looked pretty good. It is a 436. Let's see if Martin's able to beat that. He was able to beat that, actually constantly, in the earlier part of the match. Let's see if he can do it now. I do believe there's a bit of an AUF skip at the. He's going for that first. Well, he doesn't go for the AUF skip, but the lockup. Oh, yeah, no. That's not good. Yeah. That was out of frustration there. Kerry gains his 13th point. Kerry may move on to the next scramble. Okay. Kerry, whenever you're ready. Or actually, sorry, no, you're not going first.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm gonna wait for. Okay. Martin here is starting. All right. Martin here is nervous. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, that is consistent, sort of. That's a 430. Okay. We're gonna see how Kerry does here. Can Kerry beat a 430 and achieve match point? Let's see. Okay. Looking at it right now. It's very nervous though. That cannot. I don't think that's gonna be able to beat a 430. Is that a 430? That's a 566. So I just want to make sure that I got the time reading on that correct, because that would be
566.
It's 566. Yep, that is a 430 from Martin. So Martin takes that point. Kerry, you may move on to the next scramble. Okay. So, all right. Kerry is starting off here. It's going to be close. All right. Kerry here. Let's see. This is the benchmark to beat for. Oh, that stopped though. He did not stop the timer. Let's see if it reflects in the time. Yeah, 6:14, I believe. Was that a 6:14?
Yeah, it was a 6:14.
Okay. So that is the benchmark to beat for Martin here. That's 6:14. Let's see how Martin does here. It's not a lot of potential in the scramble other than a corner skip, which he does not opt to go for. But okay, that's not great. Does that be a 6:14? It might not. I don't think it does. It could actually. It's a 6:30. Okay. We have gone to match point here for 6:30. Kerry is at 14 right now. Can Martin just has to really try to stall for time here for not stall for time, but stall or at least try to stop Kerry's momentum. Because this was really close at the start. Let's see if he can make it even closer now. I believe Martin is starting here. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Alright, this is the benchmark to beat for Kerry. And let's see. That was a 461. That was a 461. Let's see. That is the benchmark to beat right now. That was 462 is Kerry's old Nar. So basically, at this point, he has to beat his old Nar, essentially. If you put it that way. Can he get a 461? Let's see what the answer is. I think the answer... Let's look at it. The answer is no. It is a 469. That is a point oh .08 difference. Martin takes that point. Yep, Martin takes that point. Okay. Kerry, you are going next. You already did your scramble. Okay, cool. All right. Let's look at Kerry's solve here. So let's see what the benchmark's gonna be for Martin. Okay. Kerry is nervous. I think it's probably gonna be like a 5 of some sorts. That is going to be it's 642. Martin's looking for his 10th point here. Let's see how Martin does. There is a edge skip on this side, so I want to see how Martin deals with that. Is that going to beat a 6? Yes, it will. That is a 436, actually. So that is going to be 10 points for Martin right now. Kerry's still looking to win this match with one more point, so... Kerry, you can move on to the next scramble. And yeah, even though Martin's solves are pre-recorded, it's kind of crazy to think that he was able to hold on for two more points. All right, let's look at Martin's solves. This is the benchmark to beat, folks. All right, looking at the scramble. He's taking his time. He doesn't even know that this is match point, though, which is the most insane part. But... okay, that's a lockup. The benchmark to beat, let's see what it is. It is a 568. This could be it. This could be Martin's last breath. The clock is solved. Let's see how Kerry does here. Kerry just has to beat a 568. That's it. Let's see. Can Kerry beat a 568? He probably will. And he does with a 504. So that is the end of the match here. Kerry has won it 15-10. Okay. Wow. Yeah, so I guess that's done. I'm going to stop the clock here. The final score right now, or the final score is 15-10 in Kerry's favor. Good job. So, do you want to just talk about that match for a little bit, if you don't mind?
That's fine.
Yeah, so, basically... oh, okay. Whoops. Alright. So, basically... that match, I think that was an interesting dynamic there. It was kind of neck and neck, and then it went like, and then it kind of went towards your favor, but then Martin was kind of able to hold on for like the last couple of matches. So what did you think about that?
I don't know. It's just kind of weird, this whole kind of match dynamic.
Yeah.
With him, like, not even knowing. Or that he was at 3 points at the beginning.
Yeah. His exams are like gonna be done, I think, on the 12th. So it's gonna be like interesting to see that. Wait, why is Caleb here? Okay. I have server muted Caleb. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have made this in the public VC, but going back to just the match, how did you deal with your nerves in that match? Did you have any nerves?
Yeah, I had some nerves, but I kind of just like dialed in to my souls and I was able to get my momentum back. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So what is like the future for you? For you've won two matches right now. You have 6 points. Do you think you're gonna be able to qualify?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident I'm able to
Yeah, you're pretty
qualify. I mean,
confident.
already with 2 wins, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
you're pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Um.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's it. Anything else you want to say, just in general?
Um, no, that's all
No.
from me.
Wow. Okay. I believe there might be. We technically don't have any formally scheduled matches tomorrow, but there probably will be one on Monday night. I'm assuming between Ryan and Luke. I think we're in the works with that one. So yeah, hopefully let's go with that. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you hopefully